Well, this is the James Jackson Grundy. A few of these little ships operating for ICI, all built in the 1940s. And this is the last operable one that's still carrying grain. And we're going to do a trip on her now from Liverpool Docks, we're in Canada Dock, down the Mersey, up the Ship Canal and up the Weaver to Frodsham. When her engines are running, she's always in gear, so she can't run the engine without the prop going round. So it's just warming her up at the moment, and hence all the water, the disturbed water from the stern there. Now tell me all about this engine.
The engine is a 265 horsepower, direct reversing, two-stroke engine, built by Crossley Brothers in Manchester.
And I believe on these two trips, there and back, one fully loaded, she only does 40 gallons, is that
40
good?
gallons.
That's remarkable,
Turn
isn't it?
trip, yes.
Nothing electrical on it, no high tech, just a gas ring and a kettle. And here's the skipper, Stuart Wood. He's doing his little bits of paperwork.
Reading the notices to the mariners, make sure we're all up to date.
Right.
Yeah.
And what time are we setting off, Stuart?
Well, we'll be going in about 5 minutes when the air pressure is up.
Right.
We're going through to Langton Lock from Huskisson number 3 branch dock, which is where we are now. And we're going to join the other barge, the Panary, in the lock. We're both going up to Frodsham.
And here is young Steve. Now Steve is the first, second and third mate, and he does everything. And here is the chief engineer in charge coming up the steps. Probably very embarrassed. Call Chris. We're on our way through the docks to knock out into the river at Gladstone Lock. Just going into which lock is it?
Langton.
Langton Lock, so we can lock out into the Mersey.
Opened by the Queen in 1965.
Opened by the Queen in 1965.
Yeah.
There you are. And there's the Panary. And the lock gate's closing. And there's the wide Mersey. Well, here we are on the Mersey. It's low tide, just waiting for the flood, and up we'll go at a good 7 knots, I think, with that old Crossley engine pumping away. Hard to believe this old girl's been doing this trip, going around the coast since 1943, I think. Now then, Chris, this is James Jackson Grundy we're on.
James Jackson Grundy, I understand, was the transport manager at ICI.
Oh, was he?
And they had a vessel named after him. This is that vessel.
And what did they carry for the ICI? What was the cargo?
Caustic soda, chemicals.
You think it would have eaten through the hull, wouldn't you? The
Well,
caustic
yeah.
soda? Yeah.
They keep it dry, it was alright, it was carried in dry.
Now, how many of them were there when they were built?
There's 5.
What were they all called?
James Jackson Grundy, which we're on today.
Yeah.
Marston, Cobblebatch, Wincham, Cuddington.
And what about the Davenham and the Wincham?
They were steamers, steam powered.
They were old.
Same size,
Yeah.
not older, yes.
Well, they've just broken one up, haven't they?
Yes, they have. That was the Wincham. That was one of these diesel vessels.
Yeah. That was terrible, wasn't it?
Yes, it's a great shame.
Yeah.
Great shame.
And 2 of these have been across the Atlantic, haven't they?
Yes, they have. They have there in America.
So there you are. We're standing on a boat that could go across the Atlantic. We've slowed down now to let the Panary pass us so that she can get into the eastern lock before us and get up to Frodsham before us. The race is now on. Who's going to get to eastern lock the first? The River Mersey ferry. That's Camel Laird's, the shipbuilders, where they built many, many famous ships, including the American Confederate ship, the Alabama, back in 1856. Just behind the trees, coming into view from the bow of that ship, is the Royal Mersey Yacht Club. Very, very posh indeed. Once had a dinner there. It's very good. You can see the dreaded Mersey sandbanks now, all uncovered. Eastern locks ahead, and it just opened to let the Panary in. We've been hanging around with the engine stopped, just drifting, waiting. Still going round. Eastern locks, which are the entrance to the Ship Canal. And we've got to go alongside the Panary, I think. Goodbye Mersey. You have to certainly keep to the right on this canal when boats are coming up ahead, or ships in this case.